What's up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 4, Episode 9. So if you haven't seen the ninth episode of Season 4 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode. Come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's an easy and free way of supporting my channel. And it literally takes less than 3 seconds. Yeah. I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to like stutter, pause. You might hear me say like 1,000 times, so like 1,000 times. Just stutter right there. Definitely gonna be looking into my notes that I take while I watch the show. I'm also not a tech person, so I don't know how to block out the stuff in my background. If you know how to do it, please comment below and let me know how to block out the stuff out in my background so you can only hear me talking. You might hear people across the street, they working on some house or something. I can see them like building. They keep pausing, taking breaks. So you're gonna hear them banging. But I'm gonna be louder than that. I'm gonna be louder than them. You might hear my loud ass mother, so you might hear stuff. What else? I say a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, anything I say is my opinion, does not reflect anything associated with the show. This is how I feel. No one's making me say anything. This is my thoughts and expressions, all that good stuff. Yeah, I usually have my big bottle of water, but I got a frappe from McDonald's. And oh yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Yeah, I said grade, not rate, because I don't grade. I don't rate. I'm going to grade. I was about to say rate. See, and I was about to stutter. I would grade this episode. What happened on this episode? Some stuff happened on this episode. I'm going to give it an A minus. I give it to Ruthless this episode. A little stuff. Still same type dialogue, but a little movement. So yeah, I give it an A minus. Let's hope I remember this review at the end. I hope I remember this grade at the end of this review, because I might change my mind as I go along. But anyway, last chance if you haven't seen the ninth episode of Season 4 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Turn this video off right now because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. I don't want to do that if you haven't seen it. Alright, so the first scene, the highest. The first scene, the highest. Hold on, I was down. Hold on, let me rewind. Okay, so we know at the end of the last episode, Aaron went into the kitchen because he saw that Laura was in there by herself because Ruth went off to find Elder Mother. So she went in there. So he went in there trying to tell her we need to go right now, and the highest comes in there catching them. So we reconvene there. He asked him, Aaron, what are you doing in here? So Laura immediately snitching because she on that shit. She's like, there they go banging. So she immediately snitches. She's like, oh, he trying to get me to leave with him. But I told him I haven't eaten yet. Plus, I don't want to go and all that. So the highest was like, well, why are you in here? So Aaron just pleading like, oh, we just want to leave. Even though Lauren don't want to go. So Aaron what did you give her? The highest was like, I gave her life. And Aaron's like, I know you gave her drugs. He says, I'm not leaving without her. The highest says, oh yeah, he was like, well, oh Lord, all the things you said about him were true. Like you said, he was whiny and this, that, and the third. Aaron started getting all worked up, talking about, oh, she's lying or he's lying or something like that. So Aaron was like, look, I got an inheritance. I got stocks. The highest was like, you think we want your money? You think that's just because the way we live? We think we want your money? He was like, I'll show you. I'll show you. What did you say? There they go banging. Oh, that's so annoying. So the highest blows this red powder into Aaron's face. He immediately passes out. He calls Lewis and George in there to come take him out. Tell him to take him to the cooler. You know, the cooler that Malcolm was in. Until, who let him out? I can't even remember who let him out. So then elder mother comes in the kitchen, and the highest was like, prepare that damn meal for her. He leaves out. You know, that weird ass exchange between Laura and elder mother. I can't even remember what they was talking about. She was like, I love it here. I don't want to leave. Elder mother was like, well, you don't have to. You're perfect here. All this other stuff. That dialogue was unneeded, was unnecessary. So as the highest comes out of the kitchen, Daikon approaches him, tells him the money's put up. He was like, I'm not comfortable with it all being in the trailer. He was like, what if the government comes? And the highest was like, well, we'll be gone by then. Daikon was like, well, when will we be leaving? And the highest said they'd be gone in 3 days. So I'm like, I wonder if they're going to where the children are already at, or if the children went somewhere else and they ain't seen the children no more. So the highest said they leaving in 3 days. Daikon was like, you think the cartel will come looking for Lilo? So the highest says that Jones been sending them money, I guess, on Lilo's behalf, or I don't know what the situation is, but he was like, yeah, says Joan is still sending them money as usual. So that's what he said. Still sending them money as usual. So he don't think they're gonna be coming around. He was like, relax, Daikon. Daikon was like, well, maybe I should send some men into town and buy a lock. And the highest was like, you just don't trust my my Raku mind. Daikon was like, no, I just don't trust the people and all that. He was like, okay, you can send 2 men. Oh, excuse me. So Daikon tells the highest that he talked to Andrew. Andrew said it's done just like the way he said he was going to do it. I think I couldn't hear in this moment. Like, did Daikon say that Andrew said he took out the deputy? Said something like that. I don't know if he said that or not, but said he took out the deputy and had to ditch the car. Highest was like, I told you he was with us. Daikon was like, well, what if this was all just staged? Daikon be on some shit, though. Even though we not supposed to like his character, but the nigga is smart. He be right about mostly everything. I just hate how he always be like, I will find out. Tell me now. He just be drawing it. I mean, dragging it. He be dragging it. So he was like, what if this is all staged? So I was like, why would he do that? It's just like, I promise. He was like, basically just still suggesting that Andrew's definitely with them. So I was like, I'm about to go. The highest was like, I'm about to go check on my little lab rat, talking about Malcolm. He's like, I gave him the candy. I gave him the magic. See if he wakes up. So River approaches Zane. Zane was like, I'm going to try to get Lacey some food. I need you to cover for me. So River's like, no, that's not a good idea. Like, basically telling her, no, like, don't do it. Zane don't listen to enough he's saying. She run off, do it anyway. Joan approaches him like, that girl, she going to get all of us in trouble. River was like, well, you should talk to her. They start talking about the money situation. River was like, you know, I counted it. She was like, well, where is it? He was like, in the trailer. She was like, where at in the trailer? He was like, I don't know. He was like, they wouldn't let me see that part. He asked Joan if it was a safe in there. She was like, I don't know. He was like, we need to find out. It's a safe in the finance trailer, ain't it? They be throwing me off. Joan was like, well, you the one that's you the highest's boy, so you the one going to find out if it's safe in there or whatever. He was like, yep, I'm going to get the highest super high and I'm going to search the trailer. Joan was like, you need to just be careful and have patience. And River was like, how can I have patience when the cartel can bust up in here anytime? Joan was like, they won't be coming in here. They won't be coming in here yet. Quite yet. They won't be coming in here quite yet. She was like, cause they know that Lilo's a low life. I was like, no, it's because you sending them money, just like the highest just said in the last scene. But I guess she don't want to let River in on that. I don't know why. So Joan asked River where Aaron is. And River was like, well, I saw George and Lewis carrying him somewhere. He was unconscious. So Joan was like, we need to find out where they took him. And River was like, why? I was like, why? Like, what you gonna do, Jones? You can't save him. There ain't nothing you can do. So Joan was just like, he comes from money. Like, he's connected to some powerful people or something like that. And of course, we found out at the end of this episode that he's a senator's son. That's the standing senator. What's her name? I mean, what is it? Sitting senator, right? He's the sitting senator. So that means he's actively the senator right now, I guess. So I'm like, did Joan already know that? That's what was throwing me off. So Joan was like, you need to find him. River was like, well, if you go talk to Zane, I'll help you. I mean, I'll ask around about Aaron. So the highest approaches this trailer. Mandy is standing outside, taking watch or whatever. And Highest was like, well, we could have that talk now. Remember, Mandy went to him a couple of episodes ago about trying to get enlightened so he can marry Zane. Until he found out what enlightenment was from River. He's trying to avoid it, but it's too late now. So they go inside the Highest trailer, the Highest and Manny. George and Lewis watching from a distance. George was like, look, see, I told you. George was like, nah, man. So River walks up to them, hey, guys. Lewis was like, what you want? Because you only come to say house when you want something. So River gets there. I commend you, George, for taking responsibility for what you did. It's hard to impress the Highest, but you did it. Lewis was like, what did he say? Lewis was like, is it though? Like, hard to impress the Highest. Is it though? River was like, it is. Lewis was like, well, if you do certain things, it will impress him. We know those certain things is. So River was like what? Lewis was like, nothing. River was like, nah, say what you're gonna say. So Lewis was like, I just want to know what y'all be doing, man. And I was like, why you want to know if you're not into it? Why even want to know? And you already know. He was like, I be hearing you in there moaning in pain, though. River was like, well, we practice martial arts. I was like, come on, River, nobody's buying that. Lewis was like, oh, that's what they calling it now? Martial arts? So River was like, if you got something to say it. And George was like, hey, what my compadre's trying to say here is that we just all need to come together to protect the Highest. And River was like, of course, Raku, da-da-da. So he gets to asking them, where's the children? So Lewis was like, they're in the trailer. River was like, no, they're not. Lewis was like, well, I don't know them. George was like, I don't know neither. So River leaves, and George was like, what Lewis say? I told you he wasn't the right nigga for the job. So they still looking for that 7th guy to help them get out with the money and all that. So they was like, yeah, after that, River ain't the guy for them. So back in the Highest trailer, the Highest tells Manny he's been cleansed, and he'll let him know when his ritual is. So the Highest was like, you look nervous, Manny. Manny was like, I'm just wondering what the ritual is. I'm just like, he just can't even help himself. Nigga, you know what it is now. River done told you. And don't try bomb River out because you know now. You drawing them to River. Because you know he's going to be like, who told you this? So he's like, I'm just wondering what the ritual is. And Highest was like, it's the way for you to bring children to me. So the Highest was like, is that something you're not ready to do? Manny was like, well, what does it entail exactly? I was just like, bruh. I was like, first of all, you're talking to the Highest, so you asking too many questions, bruh. But I thought that was so funny. Because you know what it is. You think the Highest is going to tell you? He the creator of this craziness. He not gonna non-shoulda nigga. He not gonna. That was a real. My tongue just went. I don't even know. But he not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Is that the word I was looking for? Yeah, he not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Yeah, he gonna, cause he the creator of this crazy. So it ain't like he just gonna break character and be like, oh, that means I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. No, he gonna say my seed has to pass through you, and he think this is normal. This is his craziness that he created. So the highest was like, it's not about questions. It's about your blind trust. He was like, I can tell you're not ready. Just leave. Just leave. So Manny comes back out front, and George was like, nah, I don't think he did it, man. He's still with us. Lewis was like, nah, I think he going to do it, though. I was like, these niggas, they not going to get out of there with that money. If anything, the roof clique going to get out of there. They more secretive in what they is. I mean, they is too, the dudes, because we ain't know about them till season 6. What season is this for? So, I guess they are a little secretive. So River he approaches Ruth, tells her that Joan is gonna ask Elder Mother about the children. Ruth was like, I just need to know what's going on, because like, what if the highest did something to him? Like, he crazy. River was like, no, just give Joan till after dinner. River, they start talking about like, why did we ever even come here? And River was like, we was tripping on that stuff when we came here. Ruth was like, oh, they about to make me go back to my old ways. They ain't seen nothing yet. I'm just like, okay, Ruth. So Zane still in there risking her life, thinking that they so cool with her, like Elder Mother and the highest, thinking they love her so much. But it ain't like that, girl. She takes some food to Lacey. Lacey's like, girl, you need to stop doing this. You're going to get in trouble. You can get both of us in trouble. So Lacey starts telling Zane about Elder Mother's plan, Cedar, 7 babies, 6 years, all that. Zane was like, that's not going to happen. We're going to get you out of here. We're going to be out of here within 7 weeks. She was like, the plan is working. So Lacey was like, what is the plan? Zane was like, I can't tell you. She's like, I can't tell you, but I promise when it's time for us to go, I'm going to come get you. So Lacey's like, okay, you promise? Zane was like, yeah. She was like, all right, you need to go before you get caught. You can get both of us in trouble. So they both heard the door. I thought it was about to be Elder Mother. I was like, oh my God. And then the spot that Zane hid at, I was like, really? She gonna definitely see you. And you got the food sitting in Lacey's lap. I was like, come on now. But of course, it's not Elder Mother, it's Joan. She was like, you come on out, Zane. Zane's still hiding like a little mouse in the corner. See, I told you I be pausing because I be having to find out where I'm at. Oh, yeah, so Joan was like, we're all in this together. Like she's Zac Efron or some shit. Lacey was like, oh, are we? He's like, you sent them people out there to get killed. Joan was like, and I learned my lesson. Like, you about to get your two little friends that came and followed you here, you about to get them killed too. She was like, whatever option do you have, Lacey? She was like, come on, Zane. Can you come over here? She was like, take this food and leave with me now. So as they leave, Joan basically like warns Zane, like, you can't be going to see her and you can get in trouble. All that. Elder Mother approaches like, Zane, what you doing? Where you been? So Joan was like, oh, she was helping me with something. The Elder Mother was like, okay, go to the trailer. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, start cooking for the men. Tells Zane that, or prepping, whatever. Because I think Elder Mother only cooks the food because, she got to do that stuff. So Zane walks away. Elder mother was like, well, what was Zane doing for you, Joan? Joan was like, well, she was doing something that Daikon asked. I was like, why you drag Daikon into it? Now, if she go to Daikon and found out that you saying some stuff, then what, Joan? I was like, why she even drag Daikon into it? So Joan, like, casually basically gets to, like, ask Elder Mother where the children are. So I realized in this moment, Joan has more rapport with Elder Mother than I thought. Because Elder Mother just spilling it. She's like, yeah, they loaded the children, and a lot of the Elder Mothers up with the in the buses and took them late last night or something like that. She was like, I don't know where, though. She was like, why you worried, girl? You worried, girl? Asking Joan if she worried. Joan was like, no, I know the highest loves the children. Elder Mother was like, I'm just happy to get away from those little, and she was about to say motherfuckers, but she said monsters. Those little monsters. I was like, this lady is just, she just evil. She called everybody else evil, girl. You the evil one. Now you don't like the kids? You don't like the kids, but you're trying to bring 7 more in for the highest. So Ruth ends up catching Lewis, the soldier Lewis, fucking the girl that caught her in the children's trailer and was like, I ain't telling you nothing because I knew you was evil, da-da-da. Caught them in the Joan fucking. Because she caught them eyeballing earlier. Even George told Lewis, baby, be careful. Lewis was like, yeah, I got this, man. So bag they ass. So she was like, I'm going to tell the highest. Lewis picks up his gun like he about to shoot, like, are you going to shoot her right now? Then you going to have to tell her why you, then you going to have to explain why you shot her. And then it's going to be for nothing. So Ruth smacks him like, don't you ever pull a gun on a bitch like me unless you're going to use it. So so the girl, she get to plead, and oh my God, please, please, Ruth. And the dude, Lewis, he said, I'm sorry. Ruth was like, how long y'all been doing this? So the girl was like, trying to tell him. Lewis was like, nah, man. She was like, oh, well, I'll just go tell the highest. Lewis was like, man, come on, man. A few months, man. We serious, man. We serious. Talking about we serious, man. Ruth was like, oh, so y'all serious. So they steady begging and pleading. So they was like, we'll do anything. So she was like, all right, tell me where the children are. So the girl was like, I don't know. They just had us get them dressed, and they put them on the buses with the elder mothers, and they didn't tell us where they went. So Ruth was like, well, y'all got till after dinner to tell me where the kids, where they took the kids at. So I'm telling the highest about this. So the girl leaves out. Ruth stops Lewis. She's like, I need to talk to you. She's like, I've been watching you. She was like, you think I don't know what type of nigga you are and all that? Lewis was like, oh, you talking like that don't sound really Raku, do it. He was like, I know she ain't the only one you smashing. I know you smashing probably a couple of girls in here. You trying to make her seem like she's the only one. Said something about her got makeup on because she ugly. I was just like, okay, what are we talking about now? So Lewis was like, oh, I see you too, Ruth. Like, I know, I saw your face when Tally left, and I be seeing you sneak in the Daikon room. I mean, the Daikon trailer and some nights and all that. So Ruth was like, well, I can just go tell Daikon now then. How about we just go tell him? And I just tell him you made a pass at me too. She's like, you'll be hanging from a tree or in the punishment trailer. So Lewis was like, well, we can make a deal. Ruth was like, I don't got nothing you want. I mean, you ain't got nothing I want. But this info you about to get, you going to be liking that. You thought he ain't had nothing you wanted. So yeah, she was like, you don't have nothing I want. So he starts telling her about the highest money, which she already knows about. He was like, we think it's like, he was like, we think it's like $300K in the trailer. So Ruth was like, who is we? I be stuttering like, well, I just said, so what the So Ruth was like, who is we? So, what's his name? As I said, so Lewis was like, I can't tell you all that, but just know there's some people that's trying to get that money and just hop in the car and dip. But we just need some help. Ruth was like, so you trying to rob the highest? You're a traitor. I'm telling him. I'm going to go tell the highest. Lewis was like, come on, you believe all that shit? Tried to grab her. She was like, get your hands off of me. She's like, I'm going to tell the highest, and leaves. And in this moment, I actually think she's going to do it. Because you know they want that money. Her, River, and Joan. And maybe Zane and Lacey, I don't know. But I really think she would snitch out the soldiers. But what if the soldiers, because well, I don't think so. But what if some of the soldiers that's on their little squad, what if they are whole time connected to Ruth and them little squad? I don't know, but that'd be crazy if it turned out that way. But I really think Ruth would do it. Tell the highest. That'll knock them out. But it'll also make him put a tighter grip on the money, because now people know it's in there and stuff. He gonna be wondering how many people know and stuff. So then we get to see Elder Mother. She brings Lacey some food. Probably put some shit in that shit to make her fertile the whole time. Can't trust nothing Elder Mother makes, shoot. But in Lacey's case, she ain't got no choice but to eat. And probably Elder Mother gonna make her eat anyway. Talking about you gotta get healthy, get your strength up to keep getting gang raped. Like, that's crazy. So she tells Lacey, the highest, he agreed to my plan. She was like, you're going to be chained up for the rest of your life. It's about to be a marathon on you for men to seize you. I was just like, oh my goodness. Lacey was like, seize me how? I was like, come on, really now, Lacey? Don't do that right now. I mean, I get it. But not asking like you don't know. Elder Mother was like, you don't know the language of the Raku? She said the men will start after the ritual. So when is this ritual going to be? Next season, maybe? She was like, I bought some candy here. I guess that's code for pills. So you can take that before it could be more pleasurable. Lacey was like, I don't think I should. My mother was like, suit yourself. It's going to be a lot of pounding. I was like, she just keeps saying all this vulgar ass shit in her old age. Lacey was like, I just been shot up. Like, I might not be up for it. The mother was like, well, just your upper half got shot up. Your body half is ripe for the reckoning, or ripe for the rocking. I was like, bruh, stop. Lacey, she steady pleading. Elder Mother, please. Elder Mother was like, oh, hush, girl. You're going to do this for the Raku. She's like, now eat your food. Poor little Lacey. I hope they get her out of there before. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't know the timelines. Like Zane just told her 7 weeks. But then Elder Mother said after the ritual. When is the ritual going to happen? I don't know. So then we get this last scene at the sheriff's station. So we find out in this scene that Cal and Desiree are dating. Because she was like, he was like, we've been here all day. And she was like, you tired already? He was like, I'm horny. She was like, be quiet, we're at work. So apparently they're dating. He was like, how long are we going to have to keep this a secret? Desiree was like, well, I got us adjoining rooms at the hotel. I was just like, okay, so we get this FBI love story. They trying to keep it a secret. Why don't y'all just go to HR and get it over with? Nobody got time to hear that. Cal Dale said he in love. It doesn't seem like Desiree feels the same way. So then an agent, this is when we find out how connected Aaron is. So an agent approaches Desiree and Cal, tells them he got a call from a sitting senator about his son. And then they hand Desiree a profile of Aaron. You see his picture and all that. His name's Senator Paul, I guess. So now we know that he's a senator's son. So he was like, he just called about his son. He was like, him and his son are missing. His son and his son's wife are missing. He was like, he was just talking to them on the phone, and their phone went dead. So Cal was like, well, why us? Why you bringing this to us? So the agent was like, well, it was only one cell tower in the area. Desiree was like, well, did the dad say that they were there? The agent was like, well, no, but they did mention, but the dad mentioned that they was talking about going there, and he tried to talk them out of it, but Aaron went for Laura. He went there for her. So Desiree was like, so we're not even sure if they're up there. The agent was like, nope, just the cell tower. Walks off. Desiree was like, man, we going up there. Cal was like, we don't even have probable cause. Like, the probable cause, they just said, I just sounded hella New York, probable cause. We don't even have probable cause. Like, they just said he might not even, we don't even know if they up there. Desiree was like, well, he's a sitting senator, and he has calls on his son, so I'm going to take my chances. And Cal was like, you sure? And she was like, let's go. So, and that's how the episode ends. And, yeah, like I said, I give it an A- because now we get this situation where it's more than just Ruth's little clan after the money. We find out a little bit more about the children, about what happened with the children. I didn't know they left with elder mothers. I wonder where they going. Then we find out they leaving in 3 days. How long is 3 days on this show? When is the ritual gonna be? Predictions for next episode. When is the ritual gonna be? How long is 3 days on here? Is Lilo's cartel people about to pop up? Because they've been sure bringing up his name a lot. What's gonna happen with these two agents when they pop up at the compound? And the kid's not there? Oh, man. The kid's not there, but they don't know that, so. I forgot about that. They don't know that. If somebody could get a slip to them and let them know that the kid's not in there. And they still got one live FBI agent up in there. Because I know Malcolm ain't dead. I know he survived that. The highest going to be happy that he got some good magic. And River going to get him super high so he can search the trailer. And I think he going to probably get caught. Yeah. And I wonder if that's going to come, I wonder if Joan saying something about Daikon to Elder Mother is going to come back to bite her on the ass. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything, what you would grade the episode, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.